Hello again and welcome back to Always On Time. My name's Nick Beck and today I have a little Casio dress watch to show you. Now it's actually the analog watch I'm going to review, the little red one, not the digital in front. That's for a later date. Anyway, moving very swiftly on, before I start my review, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everybody that's subscribed. I've now gone past 3,000 subscribers. Thank you everybody for subscribing, everybody that watches the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying my channel. A massive, massive thank you. So now the next target is 4,000 subscribers. So please keep hitting that button. Anyway, moving swiftly on, I'd like to show you around this little red Casio dress type watch and tell you what I think, and then please put some comments in the box below to tell me what you think. And here it is up close. Now this is the Casio, it's a bit of a long number, MTP-B145D-4A2VEF. All those letters for this tiny little watch. Now let me just give you the specs. The lug to lug on this one is 42 millimeters. You have a case width of 35 millimeters. A bandwidth of 20 millimeters. This one weighs in approximately 100 grams. It's just about 9 millimeters thick. We have a brass case on this one, and it does keep going out of focus. I think it's because of that gorgeous red dial there. Brass case on this one with a chrome plate and a stainless steel folded link bracelet with a standard Casio clasp. Unfortunately, this one has no micro adjustments, but fortunately it's done in that kind of matte silver, so it doesn't look awful when it's all scratched up. The only issue I have with this one so far is it has a full polished back on this one, and it will be a pop-off back, so to change the battery there. So that's a bit of a shame because, as you know, the polished does kind of show scratches. Anyway, let me just pop the clasp up. Like I say, the second thing is we have no micro adjustments, which is a bit of a shame. So going back to that fabulous dial, now we have applied indices, or I believe they're applied, all the way around the edges, and they match the very, very thin, almost pencil-like hands, and you have a very pointy, pin-like second hand there just sweeping around, and it seems to hit all the markers, so that's, you know, I'm pretty impressed with that one. You have a 3 o'clock date wheel, and if I can just get it back into focus, and that's on white. I think a little thing, I'd have probably given that a miss and not bothered with the date wheel on this. It doesn't completely spoil the aesthetics, but it could have probably been better without. So 3 o'clock crown, which is unsigned, little polished crown there, pretty tiny, but pretty easy to use. Now that dial, now it's a beautiful sunburst, I'd say rose-coloured red on this one, with Casio printed in white, and just underneath you have the water resistance of 50 meters, again, printed just down by the 6 o'clock. Now, this one on wrist, although it's a 35, it actually compares very, very similar to my little digital here. And right now I've forgotten what the number is, so I will pop that up on the screen. I just wanted to show a sort of size comparison of these two because they are more or less, I can get that into focus, it's a real bugger, this one. Yeah, so they're about the same size. Now, the bracelet on this one is your good old-fashioned folded links with a little pin that pushes out, not a little pin, a little slider that pushes out with a sharp object, sort of and a rubber-ended watchmaker's hammer. It's a bit fiddly, I'll give you that, but once it's off, I think it actually works really well, and I like the way the bracelet is brushed. I think that's a really nice touch, and it sort of resembles a multi-link. So again, nice little touch. We've got a signed clasp there with your little Casio logo, the pushers either side, and like I say, it's not a bad bracelet at all. I actually wore this watch out yesterday and it's not a hair puller. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop it on my wrist and let you see what it looks like. And here we have it on my approximately 6.5 inch wrist. Now I think 35 is pretty good for a dress watch. I think that really works. I think, you know, some 40mm dress watches are probably a little bit too big. And because of that dial on this one, and the fact I'd say it's almost kind of a little bit PRX, Tissot PRX-ish, it really works with that sort of almost integrated strap. So that is my new Casio MTP. So let me know what you think in the box below. Hope you've enjoyed my video. And again, thank you everybody for subscribing, watching and getting me to that 3,000. Let's see if we can get 4,000 within the next year. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you soon.